there, and welcome to Anoa Academy, the ROAR program. My name is Yemi Adenuga, and today we're going to be talking about acceptance, accepting yourself and accepting others. That's one of the big challenges that a lot of people encounter in it. First, accepting ourselves. How can we accept ourselves when most times we find something wrong in ourselves? Well, here is how. First, celebrate your positives. Celebrate the great things about you. A lot of times, people would have said something great to you about you. Something you've done. Maybe you're a great organizer. You've helped them organize the office, or you've helped your sister organize her room, or you've looked after the baby things for your mom. That makes you a great organizer. That's something positive that you have. Or perhaps you're a great listener. Do you know that listening is a skill? Not everyone has it. Not everyone can listen. We all know how to talk, but not everyone knows how to listen. So if you're a great listener and people find it easy to come to you and speak to you about their challenges and their difficulties, you should celebrate that. That's unique to you. Unfortunately, a lot of us concentrate on the outward appearance, and that's what makes us not accept ourselves. We think about the beautiful friends that we have and the fact that we're not as beautiful. But can I tell you, anyone, especially women, ladies, young girls, anyone can be beautiful with the right makeup. So, no need to worry about what you look like, because with the right makeup, you can look as beautiful as you want to look. But not everyone can be kind inside. Not everyone can be a great listener. Not everyone has organizing skills. If you have those, celebrate those. And how do you know the skills or the great things about you? People will tell you. People will say them to you. Most times you don't pay attention when someone is telling you, oh, the work you did for me yesterday was fantastic. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. They're telling you that that was something good about you. So what I need you to do is get a paper or a journal better and begin to write down from today the things that people say to you that are great about you. If they've told you that you were great at something you did for them, that you helped them do, write it down. And how did they express it? Write it down. So that becomes a confidence booster for you anytime you're feeling low and you think about other people and the things they have that you think you don't have. Go back to your journal and have a look at the great things that people have told you that you have. So celebrate your positive strength and your uniqueness. Secondly, you need an affirmation. You must build an affirmation for yourself. Now, remember the journal I spoke to you about earlier on, writing down all the great things that people have said to you? Use that to build an affirmation for yourself. For example, so if people have told you that you're a great listener and that you're a great organizer, you write, I am. So you put I am in front of that. I am a great listener and I help people when they need to talk. How about that? Or you can say, I am a great organizer and I help people organize things. That's something great about you. And you must always remember that every time you look at that. When you wake up in the morning, first thing, look at your affirmation and read that out to yourself. You're saying to yourself that this is the great thing about you. This is the unique thing about you that makes you who you are. Nobody else can be as good as you with what you do. So you must remind yourself of that every single morning. That's your affirmation. Then next, I want you to have a gratitude journal. What's a gratitude journal? It's the journal in which you write the things that you're grateful for every single day. So at the end of every day in your gratitude journal, I want you to write 5 things that you're grateful for each day. So as each day ends, think about the great things that have happened to you that day and write them down in your gratitude journal. Today, I'm grateful for the gift of life. Something as simple as that. I'll tell you why. Because some people leave their home, go out to work, or they go to school, and they don't return home. Something terrible happens to them. Or some people end up in the hospital. But if you come back home and you're safe and you're healthy, you should be grateful for that. So something as little, it might sound little, but it is quite meaningful. Write that down. Something as simple as, I am grateful for the gift of life. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for food on the table. Make sure you write them down. I'm grateful for the great friends that I have. Write that down. 5, just 5, every day. And that will help you appreciate what you have and that you should always celebrate. Then you have to deal with your shortcomings. Your shortcomings are the things that you think you want to change about yourself. Now, here is the thing. You may not be able to change everything. There are certain things you cannot change, and there are some that you can change. For example, you may not be able to change your height. So if you're born not too tall, like myself, you can't change that. But you can celebrate that. You come to accept who you are. There's nothing you can do about it, but it's beautiful to be your height. So celebrate that. And what you can change, then you walk towards changing it. For example, if you are not so great at maths and you want to be better at maths, say to yourself, if I can spend extra time studying, an extra 1 hour studying maths, I will be good at maths. So you want to change that, you make the plan to change it, and make smart plans to change it. Make sure that your plan is smart. It is specific, it is measurable, it is achievable, it is realistic, and it is time-bound. So you know the exact time you want to achieve this. And then, of course, get rid of negative self-talk. Stop putting yourself down. Other people do that enough already, so don't add to the list by doing that to yourself. Just speak the positive. Stop saying, I can't. Begin to say, I can, and I will. I can, and I will. I can, and I will. And when you have the will to, you will do it. Don't compare yourself to others. Stop saying, this person is this way, and so I am not that way, therefore I am not as great. No. Look at the positive about you. We've talked about earlier on. And of course, you don't want to have negative people around you. Remove all the toxic friends that are around you. Those who always find pleasure in putting you down. You don't need them around you. You need positive energy. Now, how do you accept others for who they are? Sometimes that's a bit of a challenge. Watch your thoughts. What are you thinking about when you meet people for the first time? There are 3 things that literally guide how we think about people when we meet them for the first time. We have an assumption, we're in judgment of them, and then we have an expectation. A wise man once said, where there's no expectation, there's no disappointment. So if you have no great expectation, you won't be disappointed. Concentrate on the positive about the people you meet. If you focus on the positive, then you see the good in them. Avoid the right or wrong segmentation. Who says you're the right one all the time? If you think you're right all the time, what if you're wrong? You never know. And do unto others as you'll have them do unto you. If you want people to accept you for who you are, accept people for who they are. And to do that, you must first accept you for who you are. You're unique, you're beautifully made, and you're wonderful. Say that to yourself every day, and you will work towards making you the best you that anyone has ever seen. So until next time, ensure that you show everyone how great you are. Take care.